Hello my dear 4th class children. Welcome back to our social class. A very good morning to each and everyone. Children, as we learn about the transportation in our previous class, understood what are the old development of transportation, the means of transportation. Okay, I'll recall the lesson by asking some questions to you. Understood? So you write it these answers in your notebook. How did early humans travel before the invention of wheel? Already I explained in the previous class. So what is the question is, how did early humans travel before the invention of wheel? And the second question is, how did early humans started traveling after the invention of wheel? The first question is before the invention of wheel, and the second question is after the invention of wheel. The third question is, how did they cross the rivers and streams? How early humans might have crossed the rivers and streams? So you know the answers. Please write it down in your book. Then we move on to let's try to. Then we move on to the let's try to in the smart book 3. Please collect the book from the office and start writing let's try to. Whenever you watch this video, start writing and don't keep incomplete. Understood? Watch the video, then and there only you should complete what I am writing on the board and explaining you. Okay, shall we start? Let's try to. Let's try to. Here children, some images are given in our book. So you should name the vehicles. So what is the first picture? Then second, third. So I'll write it down on the board. Please write and complete in your book. Understood children? So the first A1 is car. A1 is car. And the B1 is metro train. The metro train. And C1 is helicopter. D1 cable trolley. So where you find the cable trolley? Where the mountains are there. Then you find this cable trolley, and this is bullock cart. Bullock cart. And F1 is cable cars. Cable cars. The first is, as you know, the first one is car, and the B1 is metro, and the C1 is helicopter, and D1 is cable trolleys, and the E1 is bullock cart, and the F1 is cable cars. So this cable trolley and the cable cars are new for you. So what is this? Where you find these two vehicles? You find these two vehicles where there is mountains, hills. Okay, then we G1. Turn the page. G1. So what is the G1? Bus. H1 boat. I1 tonga or horse cart. Horse cart. J1 aeroplane. And K1 ship. And I1 push cart. L1 push cart. Push cart. Okay. Then we move on to the question number 2. Question number 2. Okay. Question number of these vehicles under the correct heading. So here the box are given here. No? What is the first box? First column, vehicles that move on land. Vehicles that move on land. So what is that vehicle? Bus. By seeing this, you should write bus, push cart, horse cart, bullock cart, car, then metro train. So these vehicles are move on land. Then we move to the second column. Vehicles that move in water. So what are the vehicles move on water? Boat and ship. Boat and ship. Then third column, vehicles that move in air. Aeroplane and helicopter. Aeroplane, helicopter. Okay. Vehicle that move on ropes. So what is that? Vehicle that move on ropes? Cable trolleys, cable cars, cable trolleys and cable trucks. Okay, then we move on to let's find out. Let's find out. Traveling in modern times. Traveling in modern times. In the previous class, we learn about in the olden days how the means of transport in olden days. Today we are learning in the modern times. Today we have a number of modern vehicles like buses, cars, scooters, trains, aeroplanes and ships to help us go quickly from one place to another. Today we have the number of vehicles, no children? As we have buses, cars, scooters, autos, aeroplanes, helicopters, metro trains. So we can go quickly from one place to another place. We travel not by land and water, by air also, air too. So nowadays we are not not by land and water, but by air also. Nowadays we are traveling. So then to cross mountains and rivers, we use trams that move on cables or thick metal ropes hung between tall towers. So just now we heard about the cable and cable cars and the cable trolleys, no children. So to cross the mountains and rivers. So how you cross the mountains and rivers? The rivers anyhow will cross by the boat. But how you cross the mountains? So we use that cable cars and trolleys. So how the cable cars how it moves? It moves by a thick metal ropes hung between two mountains, hung between two tall towers. They are known as the cable cross trolleys. Hanging on cable are used to transport coal, stone and other materials in hilly areas. So what we transport, how the cable cars are help, it is used to transport coal. Coal means the bogu and the stones and other materials in the mountain areas. It is very difficult to take everything and to climb the mountains, no, isn't it children? So what they will do, they arrange the two roads from here, one mountain to another mountain to transport. So the place we want to go to, we choose the means of transport according to. So how we choose the means of transport? So first we choose the place we want to go to. So first we decided the place, no, where we want to go. Then afterward the distance to be travelled. It is very long. It is difficult to us to travel the long distance. So what all the time we can decide the short distance, no? Then time and money we can spend. And the more the important thing is time and the money. So all of these we decided, then we start our traveling. Okay, then we move on to let's try 3. So in the let's try 3, write the name of the vehicles you can use to read the following places. So you can do by your own. I'll discuss the answers, then you fill it by your own. Understood, children? It is very easy to use your brain and think and complete this one. Okay, I'll read the question for you. Then if you know the answer, you can write it down. If you have any doubts, I can clarify all the doubts in the Zoom class. So please, let's try 3. A city located far away from your city, town or village. So how you go to another city, town or village? Which vehicle you use? You can use the car, you can use your scooter, otherwise you can use bus also, city buses, not children. And island. So what is the island? In the previous class I told you, the island is surrounded by water on all sides. So water is there. So which vehicle you use to go in the water? Think and write the answer. Then to your school. How you come to your school? You might use your scooter, bicycle. So you have a car, so you come to school in a car. Then shops near your home. So how you go to shops? It is very easy, by walk. Otherwise you can use your bicycle. Okay, the United States of America. See children, how you go to another country? In a car you go? No. In a bus? No. Then in auto? No. So far away distance. So which one you use to go to another country? So you know the answer. I know you know the answer. Please write it down. Then a relative who lives in the same town, city but far away from your home. So somebody relatives you are staying near same city. As you are living in Hyderabad, Meerpet, no? Suppose your relative is living in Chempapet, otherwise in Khairtabad, Ameerpet. So how you go to your relative? Which vehicle you use? So think and write. Okay, then the second question is, tick the correct answer. We do not use a transport. See what is the question? Listen carefully. Tick the correct answer. We do not use a transport to reach a school. We use the transport. To coming to the school, we use a transport. Visit grandparents, we use a transport. Send food and clothing to different places. Okay, we use the transport. Send an email. Email means no? So which technology you use to send the email? Okay, think. I'll not tell the answer. If you don't know the answer, I'll clarify it in the Zoom class. Okay, carry fruits and vegetables from one place to another. We can use the trucks and everything. Visit new places. Okay, we use. Okay, children. Okay, I hope you understand about let's try 2, let's try 3. And let's find out. Okay, if you have any doubts, I can clarify in the Zoom class. We'll continue our class in next class. Until be safe. Okay children, thank you.